Hi, welcome to this episode of The Store, the Smart Retail Bulletin. We start with a wrap of the key headlines in retail in top lines.
Food delivery platform Swiggy's revenue soared by 2.8 times between June 2020 and June 2021. Japanese conglomerate and investor SoftBank's Masayoshi Son announced in a post-earning presentation, without divulging specific numbers for the platform's financial performance. According to the CEO's expectation, if Swiggy goes public, they will be able to see good returns. SoftBank invested $1.25 billion in Swiggy last month. Meanwhile, rival Zomato has reported revenues of Rs 916 crores in the first quarter of FY22, reflecting a jump of over 3.2 times compared to sales in the corresponding quarter of FY21. Cloudtail India, one of Amazon India's largest sellers, is to stop operations from May 2022 with the company's joint venture partners Amazon and N.R. Narayan Moti's owned Catamaran Ventures, now renewing the 7-year-old partnership next year. Cloudtail is one of the most prolific sellers on Amazon India platform and offers over 30 lakh products across books, media, apparel, shoes, furniture, appliances, CDIT. The company is a wholly owned subsidiary of Prion Business Services, which in turn is a joint venture between Amazon and Catamaran. Both parties have decided to discontinue the partnership beyond its current term ending on May 19, 2022. Digital marketers take note. As part of several changes designed to ensure privacy and well-being of younger users, Google is blocking ad targeting based on the age, gender, or interests of people under 18, its parent company Alphabet Inc. announced this week. It also said it would turn off its location history feature for users under 18 globally. It will further expand the types of age-sensitive ad categories that are blocked for users up to 18 and will turn on safe search filters for users up to that age. The company is introducing a new policy for all under 18s and their parents or guardians to request the removal of the young person's images from Google image search results, it said in a blog post. Google's video streaming site YouTube has also announced that in the coming weeks it will change the default upload setting to its most private option for teens aged 13 to 17, where content is seen only by the user and the people they choose. Footwear major Bata India Limited has reported a consolidated net loss of Rs 69.47 crores for the first quarter that ended June 30, 2021. The company had posted a net loss of Rs 100.88 crores for the corresponding quarter in FY21. Revenue from operations almost doubled to Rs 267 crores from Rs 135 crores in corresponding quarter last fiscal year. Sales across retail outlets remained largely subdued due to the second wave of COVID-19 infections. However, sales through e-commerce platforms continue to remain robust and witnessed an uptick despite the restrictions, the company said. Commenting on the results, Bata India CEO Gunjan Shah said, "While retail outlets were largely shut, we were able to serve our customers through alternate channels such as website, online marketplaces, Bata Chat Shop and Bata Store on Wheels." The company continued to strengthen its retail footprint in Tier 3, 4 and 5 cities and opened 7 new franchise stores during the quarter, taking the overall tally to 234 franchise stores.
Our guest on the C-Suite today is one of India's most innovative restaurateurs who operates India's largest alcohol beverage chain. Here's Rahul Singh, founder and CEO of The Beer Cafe on the C-Suite. A lot of blowback from restaurant owners on how the aggregation model itself works, that they're not actually expanding the restaurants with their business, but and also the hefty commissions, and there is no access to data that you really need to understand customers. What is your view on some restaurants now saying that we should look at direct-to-consumer models from restaurant to customer directly without aggregators or third parties? And even NRI is in fact advocating some of this. What is your view on this?
So, look, first of all, as a market, it is online delivery, or let's say it's e-commerce of food. When you look at that from a consumer, he doesn't really care. Consumers sitting at my house right now, they don't care how they get the food, whether they get through an aggregator, whether they get directly from the store, it doesn't matter. They want convenience, they want the best value. Whoever gives them that convenience and value is what will win. It's as simple as that. From a restaurant point of view or a merchant point of view, the aggregators have created a marketplace. It wasn't there. If, let's say, there were no aggregators, we would not have a thriving food delivery business as much as we have. I think a single restaurateur cannot ever replicate what, a convenience that an aggregator does. So it'll always be a love and hate. It'll always be a mix and match from a perspective of you can never ever substitute an aggregator, but you will always be able to have an alternative to it. And the D2C or the order direct is the alternative.
Okay, so coming from that, let's have you do some mentoring here. So you've referred to something called the RSS effect,
Yeah.
being instrumental in creating a profitable food service operation. So tell us a little bit more about that, and what would you advise these entrants who are perhaps not equipped with the right either mindset, passion, or knowledge to successfully operate a restaurant business?
So to start with, just as a disclaimer, the RSS word is a very common word. It's used for certain things politically, but for me, it's easier to remember. But the RSS stands for your business. In our business of the restaurant or food service needs to be replicable. The second word is basically called scalable. Apart from being replicable, it has to be scalable. Can it scale with low capex? Can it be asset right? The third is extremely important, which is where replicability, scalability can come in from a lot many businesses, but sustainability is extremely important. And that sustainability, I'm not talking about sustainability from a point of nature, and I'm not talking about go green sustainability. I'm talking sustainability as a business.
Passionate and focused as always, Rahul Singh of the Beer Cafe. Don't forget to watch his full interview on our YouTube channel on August 15th. We'll be back with more on the store. Until then, have a great weekend and goodbye.
The Store is brought to you by Internet Commerce Summit and Awards 2021, India's most powerful intelligence event.